How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Devil May Crypto. Today we're going to be doing probably my favorite video I've ever made. I've prepared for this, I've studied a lot. These are my favorites, my top 10 cryptos for long-term profits. These, what I believe, in my opinion, they're going to be growing exponentially over time. These, to me, are going to be like the blue chip stocks that we see, like the Microsofts, the Amazons, you name it. But I believe they are the best bets. These I own basically all of them. Yeah, every single one of them. I'm going to be holding on them for years and years and never letting go. A lot of them pay dividends, or you can stake them. So you'll be getting just passive income off a lot of these. But generally speaking, if you are an investor, please watch this video. But before I get to it, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's liked, subscribed, and commented. Just a few in the past few hours. Anne Maria Lanes, Louster Star, Blue Falcon Survival, Ibrahim. If I missed anybody else, I'm so sorry. Thank you guys. You are the best. If you stick around towards the end of the video, I will be doing a giveaway for people that have subscribed and commented on this video. I will pick one at random. I'll do a little, lottery basically. But I'll be giving away some cryptos. It'll be a decent amount. It'll be one of the ones I show you in a little bit, one of my top 10, possibly my favorite one. But stick around to the video and you'll see what you can get. But anyway, here's my top 10, guys. So before I get into NEO, which is the first I want to talk about, I just want to say that these are not in order. It doesn't go from best to worst or worst to best in the top 10. They're all great, and I love them all. But NEO is kind of my baby, and I want to talk about it first. It is something I've been investing in NEO for some time now, and I guess I'll give you a brief interview of all the ones I'm going to talk about. But NEO, generally speaking, it's built off of a company or a company called On-Chain. And they started working on something called the Ant Shares, and it rebranded into NEO more recently. But it is very similar to Ethereum. You're going to see a lot of references to Ethereum when people talk about NEO. But I think it can actually surpass it one day. Ethereum spiked in price pretty substantially in the past, months, in a year. It went exponentially higher. I think the same thing will happen with NEO. It's just lagging behind Ethereum, a little bit. But generally speaking, the difference is Ethereum is built off Solidity. That's the protocol in the language. NEO, you can use a numerous amount of different languages, so you don't have to learn a brand new one before you start programming and before you start contributing. You have whichever one, Python, or whatever else you do, you can just hop in right away. And NEO you can start writing smart contracts. You have more transactions per second for NEO, and you have the City of Zion project, and then you have even exchanges that are built on top, with NEO and work with NEO directly. The next one being Neon Exchange, which is going to be a huge project. It'll probably be one of the best decentralized exchanges that come out. I cannot stress how much I love NEO. I own quite a bit of them. They do pay gas dividends, so you just basically get, as you hold it in your wallet, free gas will come your way. You can sell it, you can use it, whatever else have you, but you can just see it as a dividend. But NEO, number one for me that I want to talk about, but it's a great project. On to the next one. Number two, the one I want to talk about is a Mise Go. You all knew it was coming. Everyone needs to have some Mise Go. If you don't know what a Mise is, it is a Southeast Asian company that's already been established in the finance industry. And they one day were like, hey, it'd be a great idea. Let's do this blockchain thing. Let's see what can come out of that. And so they went into the crypto world. But they are spearheading the Plasma network right now for Ethereum. They're very, very closely tied in with Ethereum. And as you all know, Ethereum is is probably one of the main core blue chips of the crypto world right now. Ethereum will never die. At this point, Ethereum is I guess you should never say never, but Ethereum is deeply rooted in the crypto world right now, and they are way too strong. They're a blue chip. but Omisego is working directly with them, and they're built off Ethereum at this point. They want to turn themselves, first off, of course, we're doing the scaling part with Ethereum, which is the Plasma network, but they also want to turn themselves into a world bank, and they want to also have a decentralized exchange. They have a crazy good team, okay? They deliver, they hit the roadmap. Omisego is going to be, in my opinion, one of the main crypto assets that brings blockchain to the masses, okay? They're going to replace the banks, in my opinion. Omisego, one of my favorite projects. Truly, truly amazing. You guys knew I was going to talk about this. You guys knew Ethereum was coming. I just talked about it when I was talking about Omisego, but everyone can expect it. It is one of the main blue chips. Ethereum's not going away. It will always be a great investment, and they are the truth, okay? You've already heard about Ethereum just the same way you've already heard about Bitcoin, but it is extremely necessary to own. If you hold it, they will do airdrops. There will be, I mean, it's just from the sheer amount of dApps, decentralized applications that are on Ethereum, it just, it's not going anywhere. There's too many. I think it has more than all the other platforms combined. So Ethereum definitely has a foot, its foot inside the door, and it is a steel boot, and it is not leaving, okay? It is having issues right now when it comes to transaction volume. So basically what's going to happen is they are implementing sharding, and like I talked about the Plasma network, so it will grow over time, and it has had issues in the past, but anything new is going to have its growing pains. Okay, it's had everybody's heard of the DAO and everything else like that, but I don't want to focus on that too much. Ethereum will survive. It is absolutely necessary. Hold on to it, but generally I've already talked about it earlier. Built off Solidity. It is Vitalik and the rest of the team are amazing, and it's got the Ethereum Foundation. You can see it behind my head. They're very deeply rooted in the crypto world. Ethereum is like, to me, investing in it's like investing in Disney to me. I love Ethereum. It's not going anywhere. It will grow over time. It is very, in my opinion, very safe. If you can think of cryptos as safe, Ethereum's about as safe as it gets, along with Bitcoin. Definitely have some and hold it forever. On to the next one. Let's see what's next. So, yeah, move myself over here. The next one I want to talk about is Walton Chain. There are a lot of these supply chain cryptos. The one I hold above all of them, it is the main one, Walton Chain. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you are, if you've been following cryptos closely, they've had kind of like a marketing red flag here and there. Their marketing team does need a little bit of a boost. I will say they had something embarrassing happen on Twitter. You can look it up some other time. I'm not going to go over it right now, but they are a supply chain crypto solution. The thing that separates them from the other supply chain cryptos is they have their own RFID technology. They have their own prototypes. They're making their own hardware to go along, with the supply chain technology and the blockchain solution that they're bringing into the world. But generally speaking, Walton Chain to me is as good as it gets when it comes to those. They're well established. They already have working models, and they are decentralized, and they're enterprise level. I mean, Walton Chain's amazing. Okay, they already have multiple partnerships, and they like I said with Omisego, they have their foot in the door. Walton Chain is a great asset to own, and you can stake it. It is awesome. One of the there's a few other ones that you've probably heard of. Wabi, VeChain, Modem, Ambrosis. I've done a video on Ambrosis. All of them are very good, but I hold Walton Chain to be number one. If I had to choose one, this is my baby. I do, like I said, I own all of them, but Walton Chain's one of the great ones. It is, in my opinion, if I had to pit them up against the other ones, destroys them all. But on to the next one. So, next here we have Factom. If you guys don't know what Factom is, it's one of the older, just kind of like Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's been established for some time now. Of course, in the crypto world, some time, maybe just months. But Factom has been doing it. It's been doing it very, very well, and they're a great long-term hold. But basically, Factom's just a record-keeping system. They can store, basically, let's say you have a company and you have, I mean, thousands and thousands of files, data, pictures, whatever you really have, Factom's got you covered. They can take all of your data, all of your pictures, your video, whatever else you need kept for your company, and they'll store it on the blockchain. And it is a vast amount of data, and you just basically pay them, and it'll be immutable. It can't be changed. It won't be lost. They will hold it for you. It is built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, and so Bitcoin is going to be around forever. But the record keeping, I know it sounds boring, and I know it sounds like, whatever. There's companies that do that now. This blockchain can do it better. They can do it faster, and they can. It just won't go away. Basically speaking, Factom has an amazing team. They're very well established, and they're already doing it right now. One of the main things about cryptocurrencies that you've probably seen is some of these companies don't even have white papers, or some of these projects don't have white papers. They don't even have a working product or anything. Factom's already doing it. They're already there. It's already being implemented. Okay, it's about as good as it gets in blockchain right now. I'm huge on Factom. A lot of these projects that I will be talking about, they're already they're not already high up in value. I would argue that the value is nowhere near the potential that it will be. But it's not the penny stuff that a lot of people look for. Don't worry about the price, okay? Worry about the long term and your ROI, okay? Your return on investment. Factom is the truth, and it will slowly grow. It's not exciting, it's nothing crazy, but I will promise you Factom's a great hold to have. Let's see what we got next. You guys knew this was coming. You guys knew the answer to all of our problems was here. OnChain, okay? It is a global financial platform, and it is one of the newer crypto assets. It has not been around for that long, or hasn't been public for that long. We'll leave it at that. But very recently, it started to be traded on all the exchanges, and naturally, I gobbled some up. Okay, if you're in the United States, you probably did not get into the ICO. Most of you didn't. You know what I mean? But it is a decentralized bank. Okay, they have cross-chain asset transfer. They have privacy. They have banking features. So basically, the way a lot of people put it, and kind of what I put right here, it is like Ripple, Monero, Chainlink, and Ethereum all in one. Okay, it is very, very exciting. I would say it's going to be one of the big ones. If I had to choose, it'll be top 10. I know it's in my top 10, but I think OnChain will definitely be, top 5, top 10. Who knows? I don't know if it'll be the end of 2018, 2019, but this is a very, very good long-term hold. OnChain does it all. It is a great team, a great project. And pretty soon I'll probably do a standalone video just on OnChain. But I'm huge on it. If you haven't gotten into it yet, it's one of the good ones. It's one of the diamonds, okay? But let's see what we got next. And up next we have Ontology. You know I had to talk about Ontology because I talked about Neo. Whenever you have Neo, you have Ontology. Why these are important? They complement each other, okay? The same company that made AntShares, Neo, OnChain made Ontology. They made it to help facilitate and complement Neo. It is a very, very awesome project to have. Because I'm so strong, or I'm so bullish on Neo, I'm bullish on Ontology too. But they are very necessary for one another. They help each other thrive. It is basically a decentralized trust network, okay? Trust being one of the most important aspects of the world in general and help facilitating business, okay? But it is cross-chain, cross-system, cross-industry, cross-application, cross-device. Ontology makes it happen. But it complements the Neo Smart Machine, but it facilitates trust, identity, data exchange, and authorization. Ontology is necessary, and it will be here just as long as Neo's here. If you believe in Neo, believe in Ontology, it is a great asset to hold on. Let's see what we got next. So next we have Lisk. Lisk has a pretty admirable goal. They want to become the #1 app developer platform. It is open sourced and decentralized. Basically, they just want to make it as easy as possible with a great interface, ease of use, everything basically. What I like to think of them is like the Apple of app creation. Apple app creation? Yeah, basically. But they're modular crypto. They use side chains to employ that. and they facilitate through JavaScript. Some of the guys from Ethereum, Charles Hoskinson and Steven Narioff, hopefully I didn't butcher those names, came from Ethereum and went to go work on Lisk. Lisk has been around for a while. I love them. They are awesome, but they employ delegated proof of stake. They have sidechains for scaling and for speed and transaction volume, and their user interface is phenomenal. Their team is great. I love what they're doing, and I think they can pretty much whatever they've set out to do in terms of being the number one. I think they're doing it. Long term, a lot of people will go to Lisk if they want to create an app and if they want it as easy as possible. And if they've never done it before, Lisk is the one to use. I'm absolutely bullish on Lisk. They're great, and they've been good for a while. Long term, great choice. On to the next one. And up next we have Icon. Icon speaks for itself. I mean, what can I say? That's it. Icon's the truth. Icon's the chosen one. That's it. Next one. Let's go. I'm out here. Icon. Let's end it. Icon. Everybody wrap up. Everybody, you can go back to your families. I'm just playing. All right, let's talk about Icon a little bit. Hyper connecting the world. It is Korea's first platform that lets you interact without intermediaries. Very, very similar to Ethereum and Neo. But they have loop chain fault tolerance, consensus algorithm. It is very similar to the Byzantine fault tolerance that Neo has. But of course, it's blockchain agnostic, so it doesn't matter where you're coming from. They can work with all of them. It wants to communicate with any single blockchain. They already have some decentralized applications that they're working on, and plenty more in the works too. Korea's all in on this one. They started from a Daily Financial Group, which is parent company, kind of like on-chain from Neo. But they're bringing in a lot of their networking and groups that they're working with in the projects to Icon themselves, it's really establishing a network and a community around Icon. It is a great project. I'm hugely bullish on Icon. One of my faves, but let's see what I got next. So last but not least, I left it last for one reason. We're going to be talking about nulls. Nulls is my dark horse, okay? It's one of the ones that I think, really anything can happen. It can be one of the best, or can just kind of fizzle out. I am sold on it myself, but I don't want to overshill nulls to people, okay? It's a modular platform. It is Chinese. Neo does have most of the hold in China, but nulls it's strong. I promise you. And there is room for competition, but they want to be a plug-and-play blockchain for anybody that wants to go either private, public, whatever else. Basically projects that need to come into this. If you're not in the blockchain world already, you're in the crypto world. They want you. They'll help you. They'll make it very easy for you. It's customizable. Nulls does it very, very well. They have a very well structured white paper and yellow paper. Their team is excellent. They communicate well. They have a 3-layered system, and it really helps facilitate the side chains that they employ. They're very big on their own side chains, and they're very good with scaling. They have a proof of credit system, and which is their own consensus algorithm, basically saying if you're, let's say, somebody that's staking, and if you go down, like you lose internet connection or you constantly have issues, that means that they're going to create problems in the network. So that you can be rewarded for that, or you can be generally you can get yellow cards and red cards, and you can be stopped from staking in times like that. But it's a new kind of system that it's their own type of way of doing it. But I like it. I think if you want to be serious about it, you won't have any issues. You'll be rewarded very nicely for it. I think nulls is very undervalued and very under the radar. They have not marketed very, very strong. It's kind of under the radar. It's been in the top 100 before. I don't know if it's performed very well in the past month or so while we've been kind of in a downturn. But I love nulls. It is one of my babies. So if you're into it, you can check out my other video I made on nulls. But it is my dark horse in the race. Who knows really what's going to happen with it. Next, I'll talk about the little lottery. Towards the end, I will be giving a little giveaway. I'm going to give away some Neo. I'm going to talk about some of my honorable mentions towards the end of the video. So sit tight. All right, so here we are at the end of the video. My honorable mentions, I'll start, I won't say too much about them, but you can research them a little bit. It's just some that I own myself and I like a lot, but they just really didn't fall in my top 10. Quantum, really good one. VeChain, it's another supply chain, one kind of like Walton Chain. The problem with VeChain is they're a little bit over-marketed, overhyped in my opinion. So I think it might be, I think their focus is a little bit off, but they don't even have a white paper out. It should be out in the next few days, but I expect to see more from VeChain. Hopefully it's really good. They do have a great team. They do communicate very well, but we'll see what VeChain does. Stratus, excellent project. Check them out. Arc basically wants to, interconnect all of these blockchains. Arc's a very, very awesome project. Dragon Chain, which was Disney's baby, check that one out, and Komodo, of course. Komodo's been around for a while, and they're awesome. Okay, and at this point in the video, I just want to say, I want to wrap it up. Number one, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that you've seen in this video, I'm basically giving you what I'm doing in my own opinion. None of this is factual. I'm not trying to say that this is a foolproof plan of any sorts, but always do your own research and never put in more than you are willing to lose. Anything in the crypto community is very, very volatile, and you can get burned very easily. It's not just free money, but in my opinion, what I'm doing is I'm keeping all these that I've mentioned for a very long time, and I'm hoping they'll increase in value. And in my opinion, the future will revolve around crypto assets. As our economy and as civilization moves on, this will be the next step. But last thing, subscribe to the channel and comment down below if you want to comment which one of these was your favorite that I talked about. Talk a little bit about that, or something that maybe I missed out on. Anything really goes. I'm going to choose somebody that has subscribed and commented on my video, and I'm going to give away one free Neo to them. I think Neo at this point is around 80 something dollars in US value. So I will be doing that. I'll send you a direct message and I'll talk about it in my next video on who won, and then I'll message you can message me back, and then I'll send you one Neo directly to your wallet. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I just want to say you guys are the best. Thank you for being part of the community and for watching my video. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
So I just like showing my cat off to people, so don't judge me. Okay, don't judge me. It's a treat, bud. Guys, I just want to say this is my angel. Everybody should get a cat. Everybody have a great day.